the other side of the roof. Your second egress ladder, go to the other side.
Hey, good morning, guys. What we have here right now is an active fire on the rooftop. We've got 6 roofers that are completely cut off from their primary access point. We are trying to figure out a way to come up with a rescue plan because we didn't have an emergency action plan prior to this job. So what's important about an emergency action plan? If this was a real scenario where you had roofers trapped on a rooftop and their primary egress point was cut off, you should hash out all these details in the beginning of the job. That emergency action plan should also cover who is CPR certified, and always have a second egress point to get off the roof in the event of an emergency. What if a worker falls through the roof? How are you going to perform that rescue? What are you going to do? Things can happen so quickly and spin out of control. That emergency action plan should address workers should know the fastest routes to the hospital. The foreman and supervisor should establish a location on the ground, a primary meeting point. That's called a Munster location or a rally point. When the fire department gets there, they're going to ask you how many members were on the roof. That is critical that you know that information because they're getting ready to send rescuers to go rescue our team. The building owner, in the event of emergency, should be able to be contacted. You should have a primary contact point with your supervisor, your superintendent, or your foreman. It should be determined who will call the office, who will call me, who will do the notification. More importantly, never withhold 911. 911 should always be your first call. They will come out in full force, kind of like what we're set up here to do. We're ready to perform a rescue if we have to, but they will downgrade as the emergency carries on. But being ready for the emergency is the critical point. It should be known on the crews capable of administering first aid and cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Not everybody carries an AED with them. So it's critical in a life support situation that you're able to do chest compressions for that layperson. Emergencies occur, so it's important to be prepared. Don't wait for an emergency to happen. When you call 911, we have already done our pre-plans. We train vigorously for events that could happen. The strangest things can happen when you least expect it. Do a head count. Who will be notified and how critical operations will be addressed. Specific responsibilities should be assigned to avoid duties being forgotten. Make sure that you know the abilities of the people on your team. Assign them duties, but always have a second egress point. Moving forward, I think that's what we're going to do because I learned a lot from this toolbox talk as well. Thank you.